Hello, I'm Chris Dailey, founder of the Sports Court, and these are my highlights from day one of the 2022 Fiesta Bowl game media availabilities. This is the first day of media where I interviewed the Notre Dame offense and the Oklahoma State defense. In this video, I interviewed the likes of Michael Mayer, who is a star tight end at Notre Dame, to the likes of Bob Clements, who's the defensive line coach at Oklahoma State University. Would really appreciate it if you guys could check it out, leave a like on the video, make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed around here, and in the comments below, who was your favorite interview? Really appreciate if you guys can answer that question. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoy.
And Michael, congratulations on an amazing season. And since Marcus Freeman has been appointed the head coach of Notre Dame, what's been the biggest change he's implemented into this program?
I think number one, it's been the practices. The practices have been more upbeat, more up-tempo, a little bit more against our own defense. And for me, I think it's been great. It's got me better in shape. I think the team can agree. It's a little bit more competitive, a little bit more energy on the field, and I think that's something that's been great for this team, and I think it'll show this weekend.
Hey Jack, you originally committed to Notre Dame to play lacrosse before going to Wisconsin for football. So what does it mean to you to be here now at Notre Dame, leading them to the 5th overall spot in the country and in the Fiesta Bowl? And just what does this program mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it means a ton to me. It was always sort of my dream to come play football here at Notre Dame. And obviously I was coming here for lacrosse. And then when I was in the transfer portal and Notre Dame came around and offered me to come here, it sort of just felt like it was meant to be. So every day just feels like a blessing to be here. And I'm just super excited for this last opportunity.
Hey, Jarrett. So many people labeled this as a rebuilding year for Notre Dame coming into the season. And despite being labeled a rebuilding year, you guys finished 5th in the country and are in the New Year's Six Bowl. What was the mindset like coming into this year, and what has made this team so successful this year?
We just knew that we had talent. This spring ball and summer workouts, just watching the guys work, we knew we had it in place. We just had to put everything together. And when you see that stuff out there that this is a rebuilding year or we're not going to be as good, puts a chip on your shoulder. So I think the guys really embraced that.
Hey, Chris, you're one of the most electric running backs in the nation, and that duo with you and Kyron Williams together are one of the most electric running back duos in the nation. So what did playing alongside Kyron teach you about being a running back?
Yeah, I would just say that there's a wave of consistency that you have to have as an every down back, and I've learned that as I've played with Kyron and just be in the room with him. He has a lot of great habits that set the standard for what we have to do in the future. And honestly, just learning from him and just being in the room with him, I'm pretty confident in myself and the other guys with me. So I feel pretty good about it.
Hey, Joe Bob. So you guys at Oklahoma State are going against possibly 2, maybe 3 quarterbacks because Notre Dame's used many different quarterbacks with many different play styles throughout the season. So how are you getting prepared to go against possibly 2 or 3 quarterbacks?
Well, we've had the fortunate benefit of having a month to prepare. It might have been a little bit more of a headache if we only had a week. But you see some uniqueness with the quarterbacks that they play, but you also see some similarities. And it's a very deep position for them. They got a guy that's starting for them that's playing in his second New Year's Six game, for two different programs. So that doesn't just happen by accident. He obviously has a tremendous amount of ability. And then they bring in number 12, and he's a dynamic runner, but he can also throw the ball, and he can make some things happen for him.
Hey, Colin. So I asked a similar question to Joe Bob, and you guys at Oklahoma State have a lot of preparation to do because Notre Dame has 2, maybe 3 quarterbacks that will play in the Fiesta Bowl in Jack Coan, Tyler Buckner, and Drew Pine. So how are you guys preparing for 3 quarterbacks, and how excited are you to get after possibly 3 quarterbacks in one game?
I'm very excited. It's a new challenge that I can't wait to take it on. We've obviously been preparing for the trio of quarterbacks that they have in a good way, and preparing certain calls for certain situations. So I think Joe Bob has his stuff down.
Hey, Kolby. So it was less than a year ago when you withdrew your name from the NFL draft, and now you're sitting here as Oklahoma State's leader in interceptions and have helped guide them to a New Year's Six Bowl appearance. So looking back, how tough was that decision, and now how rewarding is it to have made that decision and be where you are today?
It was tough at the time. After I made the decision, it kind of felt like I had a weight come off my shoulders. And then I was just able to just lock in on playing ball at Oklahoma State again. I went through this whole process, went through this whole season, enjoyed the season. Feel like in the end, coming back paid off. Got to have a great season. And, forward. Obviously, I have another decision to make, but I'm glad that I came back. Got to spend more time with my teammates and this coaching staff that I've grown to love. So ultimately, I'm glad I made the decision I did.
Hey Malcolm, firstly, I love the hat, and you're one of the 6 seniors who took the COVID year of extra eligibility, and you made the most out of it, leading the team in tackles and helping the Cowboys get a top 10 ranking in the country. So what does this OSU program mean to you, and how rewarding has it been to help propel the program back into the top tier of college football?
It's been awesome. I mean, I've been thankful and blessed to be here for all my 5 years, and I'm just glad OSU just took a shot on a small town kid like me. So something I'll always come back to in Stillwater and come visit. So like I said, it's a great program, and I'm glad we were able to kind of be in the top 10 at the end of the season, and hopefully we get this W on Saturday.
Hey Jarrick, you're one of only 2 student athletes at OSU in the pre-vet program to become a veterinarian. So how difficult is it to balance both school and having a great football career with OSU going to the Fiesta Bowl? So how difficult is it to balance the academics of the pre-vet and football?
It's pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's very challenging, but our staff here helps us and makes things easier on the academic side and both football. So working with them, it's been a challenge, but it's also been not a breeze, but it's been kind of slight, I should say. So thanks to our staff on both sides.